Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the live Iftar broadcast from the slopes of Bo Kaap right here in Capetown. It's such a beautiful setting, as you can see behind us. The Iftar table has been laid and people are gathering to break their fast in Capetown. To find out more about the area, we've got a very well-known Sheikh from the area, Sheikh Dawood Blanche. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, Brother Lukuman, and also all the listeners of the Hilaal TV.
Jazakallah so much for having us in this beautiful part of Cape Town. As you can see, the iftar table is set. People are waiting to break their fast. It's such a wonderful gathering. You had one a couple of weeks ago as well. We had about approximately 1,000 people. It looks like we're getting there slowly.
Yes, definitely. We will see in the next few minutes. It will pick up, the numbers will pick up. It's a bit windy today, but inshallah the wind will not keep the people away from this iftar here this evening.
I know you have a collective imamate in the area as well. For our viewers around the world and around South Africa, tell us a bit more about the history of the imamate in the area.
Bo Kaap, is the cradle of Islam, is the birthplace where Islam really started. So alhamdulillah, we have quite a few masajids, and all the masajids in this area has all the national heritage status. And this is extremely remarkable for the history of South Africa. We just demonstrate the long history of masajids in this area and also the role they've played in the preserving of the Muslim identity and Islam on the southern tip of Africa. So with all the masajids, we have come together to establish and form what we called the Bo Kaap imamat of the area.
Brilliant. It's so nice to see the community come from other parts of Cape Town. Maybe they've got family in Bo Kaap or they grew up in Bo Kaap, and this is a coming back home for them.
Oh yes, definitely. Alhamdulillah, we have some people from all the way from up Wellington, and what is very beautiful of this gathering today, we have Muslims and non-Muslims who are attending, the iftar here today, because the makeup of the Bo Kaap over a period of time, have welcomed, non-Muslims also in the area, and they are forming part of the very fabric that make up this particular community, and they have joined us here this evening. So you could see, it's an array of identities here this evening.
One of the things during Ramadan, Tarawih at the various mosques as well, the Kufath come from the area. Do you invite Kufath from various parts of Cape Town?
Yes, so alhamdulillah, we have quite a few of the Kufath in the area that is leading prayers in the Bo Kaap and also in other mosques out of the Bo Kaap. And also we have a cohort of different Kufaths that are also performing Tarawih here in the Bo Kaap.
Jazakallah so much for affording us your time. I know there's a beautiful evening planned as well. We have Itqa planned, inshallah, next week when we know exactly when Eid is going to be, and we're encouraging people to come through.
Yes, definitely. We invite everybody in Cape Town. If you are able to make your way to historical Bo Kaap, do make your way for Eid, inshallah. The proceedings start at 7 o'clock, inshallah, with the takbir, and the salah will be at 7:30, inshallah.
We're going to be here, inshallah, broadcasting live. We can't wait. All the very best. We'll chat to you soon, inshallah.
Shukran, Brother Luqman, and also the listeners of the Hilaal TV. Shukran.
There we go. Sheikh Dawood Blanche, always eager to chat to us, arranging this beautiful event as well. The imamate in the area doing such wonderful work in Bo Kaap. I'd like to also now chat to a young man who's released a very interesting book. It's called The Forgotten Treasures of Ramadan. And I'd like to speak to Brother Talib Baker. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah so much. Tell our viewers a bit more about this wonderful book.
Yeah, this is, the editor, Sheikh Fakhruddin, he writes in this book, and he says in the introduction to the book, he speaks about the pujas of Ramadan. So when we speak about the pujas, we speak about the adhkar during the Taraweeh, before the Isha Adhan, in the morning for Fajr, various different adhkar. And this makes Ramadan in Cape Town unique. These pujas. According to Sheikh Fakhruddin, he says that it's like the background music of Ramadan in Cape Town. And here we can hear some of the tunes, or what we call the lagu, of some of these adhkar. And these are unique for Cape Town.
Amazing.
You don't find, especially the lagu, you don't find this anywhere else in the world.
Jazakallah so much. Where can our viewers get one of your books?
They are available at Medina Institute, Savans, and some of the local mosques as well. Well, mosque also has some. And yeah, they're selling for about 75 Rand. And some of the proceeds will go to the mosque funds and so.
Jazakallah so much. All the very best with the book. We look forward to chatting to you again.
Wa alaikum salam, shukran, jazakallah.
Right, there we go. Local author chatting about the Cape rich history as well. And then I've got former minister and ambassador for South Africa, Ibrahim Rasool, who also chatted to us. Uncle Ibrahim, assalamu alaikum. Are you well?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Bi khair, alhamdulillah. I'm very well, alhamdulillah, especially on a night like this.
Absolutely. Thanks for affording us your time to talk to us. What a beautiful setting. The community is gathered to celebrate Iftar as well. This has become tradition in the Bo Kaap. What does this mean to you, celebrating Iftar with the community?
It is my wife's birthday today,
MashaAllah, happy birthday.
and she chose to celebrate her birthday with a street buka here in the Bo Kaap in solidarity with the Palestinians, so that we remember and celebrate, but we don't go so overboard that we forget what our priorities are. So this is the choice that we have made tonight, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. This has become one of the few areas where mass bukas have been happening as well. And we look at outskirts of Cape Town, we've got quite a few mass bukas. What is your thoughts with regards to going forward and how we could better and build the community with gatherings like this, both Muslim and non-Muslim?
I think South Africa has set an example for the world. Normally Ramadan makes us very insular. We look inside ourselves, inside our souls, inside our communities, inside our mosques. But what the Bo Kaap particularly has been able to do was to show us how much love there is for Muslims and Islam from our neighbors, how they admire our discipline in fasting, how they admire our steadfastness for justice, how they admire our compassion for people who are suffering like the people in Gaza and Palestine. So I think we have set the tone for all of the world about this, and that's why it's happening in America, in Europe, all over, alhamdulillah.
Our viewers are watching from all over the world as well. Any special Eid message that you would like to pass on?
Look, I want to say that we must celebrate Eid, not simply because it is Eid and we are breaking our fast. We must celebrate Eid because what we have achieved for the Palestinians over the last few months has been phenomenal. South Africa particularly, we must be proud of South Africa. It has changed the narrative. It has changed the narrative from Israel as the victim of history to Israel as a perpetrator of genocide. It has changed the narrative of Israel as self-defense, as Israel being the occupying aggressor in the Middle East. And most importantly, it has changed the narrative of Palestinians as demons and terrorists to Palestinians as essential, freedom-loving human beings. That's what happened at the ICJ, and that's why we mustn't hold back on our celebrations on this Eid, because we have a lot to celebrate, alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah so much. All the best, very best. Happy birthday to Mrs. once again, and may all go well for Eid with your family as well.
Inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ibrahim Rasool chatting to us right here in Bo Kaap. Now I'd like to chat to a family who's decided to join all of us here to break our fast as well. Assalamu alaikum, guys. How are you doing?
Alaikum salam. Well, and you?
Alhamdulillah. Your name, ma'am?
Nureen Samai.
Nureen. And your name?
Mikail.
Mikail, like my son Mikail, and
Ibrahim Samai.
Ibrahim. Jazakallah so much for joining us as well. I believe you originally from the Cape and Mrs. is from Johannesburg. How do you find moving from Johannesburg and celebrating this wonderful mass buka?
I must say it's an awesome experience because the vibe and the family that we spend time with, it's a nice feeling just to break your fast.
Beautiful. With regards to coming from a different area of Cape Town, which area do you guys currently stay in?
We currently north from here, which is Capetown.
Okay,
Yeah.
lovely. So coming to town, looking at this, what does it mean to you?
It's just bringing the people together. We don't see this in the northern because previously white area. So it's like when we come to here, this is like back to our roots.
Of course. I've been to a couple of mosques in the northern suburbs and the guys are doing wonderful work as well. So please contribute where you can as well. Any special Ramadan message you have for our viewers, Mikail?
I say you must fast
Okay.
and spend all your time with the family and make dua.
How was your Ramadan? How did it go for you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Are you looking forward to Eid? Do you have any special plans?
I'm looking forward to meet my family.
Oh,
and
mashallah.
cousins.
Okay, great. And all the, no? All the gifts you're going to get as well.
Yes.
Coming from Johannesburg, Johannesburg's got quite a few of the mass bookers happening, and it looks so beautiful. From your hometown, do any of your local mosques gather like this?
Yes, yes, so they do. I'm originally from Bosmont. I
Okay.
don't know if you know that.
I know Bosman very
Yeah.
well, yes.
Yeah,
The one
so
where the stairs go down into
yes,
the mosque.
yes. So I must say it's a different atmosphere compared because of the culture, and Johannesburg and Cape Town people are totally different. But I must say I enjoy Cape Town's vibe.
Jazakallah so much. All the very best for the rest of Eid. Keep us in your du'as. We'll definitely keep you in our du'as. And it's time to break our fast as well, inshallah.
Okay. Shukran.
See you
Assalamu
soon.
alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Here we go. Beautiful family joining us on this beautiful night. And the community is behind us. They've all gathered. It's about time to break our fast. The Bo Kaap collective have gathered a PA system where they've had a couple of speeches earlier, pertinent people passing very good messages, especially not forgetting our brothers and sisters in Palestine. We had Ibrahim Rasool chatting to us about it's his wife's birthday today, and they decided to come through and celebrate it here in Bo Kaap. A couple of organization NPOs that are here, African Muslims Agency, Muslim Hands, that's giving out parcels. As you can hear, the adhan is going off. It's time to break our fast as well. Do join us tomorrow between 5 and 7 for another Iftar show, inshallah. Tomorrow we come live for another mass booker from Parkwood, so we encourage you to join us as well. For myself, Luqman Shadrack, and the rest of the Hilaal TV team, have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum.
I